Like, this is your life. Deal with your shit. And just be a good person. Just be understanding.
Your problems are black problems. You coming from a unique place. We're not talking about the people who got other people who got your problems understand your problems. We talking about the people who don't have your problems. Everybody don't got fucking problems. Not to the level that you do. That's some bullshit.
Not only that, we talking about racism. Like, racism, as we see outlined in this theory, is affecting every part of society systematically. So this is something that everybody will have to go through, whether they're the perpetrator or the victim of it. So the perps need to understand how the victims feel, and the victims, might want to understand how the perps feel.
Do I need to go through, like, do I need to go through privilege training then as a man then? Like, do I need to be exposed to what women go through? Do all people who are non-black need to be exposed to what black people go through? Do I need to be exposed to what maybe a mentally challenged person go through or a midget go through? Like, bruh, I understand everybody got problems. I got mine, you got yours. Let's deal with that shit and coexist. It's as simple as that. Like, I don't want to experience everybody's shit. Just respect people. No?
No, why can't it be
that simple? I don't think we can do everybody's problems, but I think, like, the larger populations, we should share their problems. So I think that men should have to a certain degree,
but then where do you draw the line?
I do, because women are like 50% of the population. Men should have to experience and understand women's problems.
But then where do you draw the line on which problems matter and which don't?
65% of the population.
Hey, where you going with these stats?
I'm just saying, because think about it. How many women is it to men?
Yeah,
it's not 50-50.
We gotta make sure Greaso drink before every show. I like this nigga. Call it out, Greaso. Cite your source, nigga.
Listen, I said it on the show, so it's facts, okay?
That's where I'm like, hold on.
I said it on the show, so it's facts, okay? Point blank, period.
Shout out to critical race theory.
So we haven't started the episode.
I was about to say, we ready to start?
Yeah.
Been ready since 9 o'clock.
I guess that solidified that that honorable mention can be a bonus clip.
Yeah.
You know, these millennials with their opinions and their podcasts, every one of them has podcasts nowadays. Hey, no one cares about your opinion, buddy. Alright? I'm here to tell you. I don't care what you think about love or sex, politics or religion, or how you're socioeconomic, blah, blah, blah. Save it for someone who cares.
But they should know better than ours.
You're
también.
This is another Millennial podcast. I am another Millennial podcast host. I go by the name of Nick Teasy, aka Young Tizzer. Shout out to my boy Wizard. I got my co-hostesses with me here.
Oh, yo, speaking of shouting out to Wizard, Black Hollywood in the building. You know I'm repping out here with the shades in the inside of the building.
Oh, okay.
I forgot he called himself that. Wizard, aka Black Hollywood.
But I'm also trying to rep that gay pride. You know, what's up? June out here.
Are you
but no.
Okay. You said you're repping it? Just thought I'd ask.
Repping it because
yeah, man.
I mean, I got family members, I got friends. I love it, man.
Shout out to
cool
that.
people, man. And by the way, I'm Carlos. Y'all can call me Cars, Tato, LG, Los the Ghost. You know who it is. Moving on.
Alright. What's up? It's your homie Ace Boogie, aka AC Montana, aka motherfucking AC Red. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let me not stop. Let me not play like that.
I really like how you whispered that
Mad
one.
bleeps. Mad bleeps on your AKA.
Hey, I'm mad how you chose like when we were live to say all of that.
I know, right? I know. But yeah, what's up, man? I'm gonna let Mario give his intro, but I do want to give a shout out too because he said something. So go ahead, Mario.
All right, it's your boy Maurizo.
You gonna get those, bro.
AKA Sneaky Bandit. You know what it is. All right, shout outs.
Shout outs. So I just want to say shout out to the month of June.
Yes, ma'am.
Because hella shit be happening throughout June. First and foremost, Juneteenth coming up. Shout out on our black shit.
Shout out to Juneteenth. My job giving me the day off. Shout out to my employer, which will remain nameless. I see you though, baby.
Hey.
Nothing but love today.
Secondly, my birthday.
Hey,
Woo woo! June 26th. So y'all make sure y'all show some love on my birthday when it comes up in
My
like
cousin's
2.5
birthday coming up on the
weeks.
13th. She just asked what time we start. Vivi, we start right now.
Yeah.
We be late.
Whenever we get around to
You
it,
feel
you know how
me?
it is.
And then lastly, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pride Month, all the LGBT folks out here, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Doing
what's
they
up.
thug, this living and breathing and existing and shit. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Carlos. I was just thinking, I don't think I could ever really rep gay pride, and I got family that's gay too. But if I just had like a gay hat or flag or something, I don't think I could just rock it, just like in solidarity.
What?
I know it's all love, but I
mean,
couldn't.
yeah,
I'm not at that point in my
I
life
get
yet. I'm
you.
just
No,
being honest.
me as a person that knows you, like this sounds real to me. You know, like you just like
Bro.
you ain't against it.
You should definitely come to Pride with me though.
right.
Yo,
And
I
he
would
gonna have
never.
fun. He would have fun if he was like
You
drugged
would
up.
really have fun. And the thing is, you'll meet so many bi girls, like you'll just be in heaven just because of the women there, bro.
You know what's funny? You remember in college, I think it was John. It had to be like, oh wait, he asked me to go to like a gay club with y'all, and I was like, nah, bro. And I remember he tried to play the gay card, like, yo, you gonna act weird and gay and homophobic? I'm like, no, bro, I'm not going to a gay club. I don't care if straight niggas be there. That's weird as fuck. I'm not. No, you my man's, but no, bro, I'm not doing that.
Okay,
Yeah.
what if it's like,
No.
what if it's a lounge, regular lounge, mixed crowd?
No, I had an ex-girlfriend take me to a gay restaurant once, and I was pissed.
What
you
makes
ever-
it
was
gay, bro?
Nigga, the menu. You ever heard of Joe's on Juniper?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that after I was enjoying the burger. The first place I ever had egg on a burger, which is never mind. I didn't notice, but like the menu, it's just like all shirtless dudes, and I'm like, oh,
What?
this place is definitely gay. Yeah, man.
Or they just couldn't
Was you mad
afford
at
the
her?
uniform, bro.
I
Come
mean,
on.
I couldn't be mad because the food was so good. It was really good. I haven't been back yet, but I would get it on Uber Eats. For sure. It's like, come on, man. Like, shout out to all my gay homies, but nah.
Did I ever tell you the time that I was feeling sick at Cherokee and, whatever.
I got your bleep.
I mean, whatever. I mean, it's a long time ago, but I feeling sick, left early. That day I made I want to say $2 in tips, you know, and we ain't supposed to get tips. So I'm just like, whatever, $2. And then, and that's not including the ticket tips. That's just regular cash shit. I had left early and I ended up, my sister, I think she was having a bad day or whatever. She just wanted to go to the bar. Went to our boy Corey bar.
He worked at a gay bar, didn't
Yes, sir.
he? Did he have to go shirtless?
No, it's not always
I can just see him
shirtless.
wearing, like, a
It's
thing
not
around
always
his neck.
shirtless.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Nah, he was just a bartender there, and that day, they ended up having like a stripper pole contest. Bro, I made $3 in tips there. $3 in tips on that pole, more than valeting.
Los, if you got something to tell us, man.
I was that shit was
Gay
fun.
Pride Month.
Hey man, that shit was fun.
Stand in your truth, Los.
Y'all trying to push an agenda. I'm just I'm just letting y'all know of a cool story. Man.
Well, yeah, man. Shout out to the homos. You know, Big June, Big June, Big June.
Shout out to Teasy. Yep.
LOL. So how's everybody doing? Did I ask that already?
Nah,
How
but
you
wait,
doing?
before we answer, how you doing?
Man, too good to complain, not good enough to be complacent. Another fucking day in paradise, dog. I wouldn't ask for it any other way.
I'm glad to hear that, man.
I had one of those moments that I have every so often where it's just like, dog, life, man. Life, man. It could be as big as you make it or as small as you want to make it. But it's whatever you want to make it, dog.
Right.
That's how I feel.
To answer your question, shit, man, I'm keeping it real. I'm struggling real hard. I'm here though, and I'm trying to make the best of it. Cracking. I'm not crying. And nah, but
on the outside.
In all honesty, just making it. And I'm glad to be here today.
Well, man, glad you came, dog. Glad you're feeling well enough to kick it with us.
Yeah, I'm glad. I actually wasn't earlier. I told you I wasn't gonna make the show today either.
I know. And like I told you last week, I really just you would have came and kicked it, even if you didn't want to be on mic.
Yeah.
You know, if you feeling down, don't be not good to be by yourself too much. I actually saw that on a tweet by what's that old lady, Jennifer Lewis. Yes, she was like when you're in a dark place, you got to come out of the dark room. Don't let yourself stay in the dark room in a dark place too long.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think I've given myself enough of an opportunity to be in the dark room at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have not. I have not been able. It's hard for me to actually to you as who I've given the most information to, and I don't think I've given you that much.
I'm curious, actually. We just stumbled upon an interesting topic. Sorry about how the fuck y'all two doing. We'll get back to that. How do y'all deal with, like, before we say grief, which is, like, I would say a more extreme sadness, just general, like, feelings of, I think people overuse depression, but just feelings of, down, but, like, you just, something bad has happened, you just, like, got down in the dumps because of something. Like, how do y'all, like, choose to deal with it? Because I don't think people talk about that much, you know what I mean?
I
like,
agree.
How do people deal with feeling bad?
I normally drown it out with friends.
Really?
Yeah. I really that is my go-to thing. It's just Corona season makes things very, very difficult.
Right. That's why the extrovert's struggling right now.
Bro, I would have to agree with Lowe's. And for the simple fact that I was actually just thinking about this earlier this week. It's such a challenge to find the balance between, all right, I know I don't want to be in this dark space. I want to be around friends. I want to be around people who make me happy, blase, blah, whatever that may be. I want to do things that's going to excite me or be fun. But it's also, the challenge comes when depression makes you so sad that you can't function, you can't move, you can't get the energy to pick up the phone.
Now that's real depression. That's not like depressive feelings. That's real depression.
Or even before it gets to that point, like I have so many conversations in my head. Like, I will not hit up motherfuckers because they haven't hit me up, but I'm craving their company and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's me all the time. That's me all the time, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's a challenge finding that balance.
But that's what I've been finding is. I hate it about myself because it's at least emotionally, it's immature. Because you're somewhat keeping tabs on your relationship.
Keeping count.
Yeah, like it ain't fair to anyone. It ain't fair to you. It ain't fair to them.
I feel like I waited to 30 to really be so emotionally immature. Like, I waited to this age.
You digressing with emotionally mature?
I mean, it seems that way only because it's like at first you getting them lessons on how to deal emotionally and stuff. Oh, respect each other. Oh, keep your hands to yourself, and different things like that. But what you gonna do when you don't have an authoritative figure telling the next motherfucker not to put their hands on you, and then you gotta stand up for yourself, or what I'm saying, like any type of thing, like. You was like, whoa, I wasn't prepared to deal with this emotionally. Like, I ain't getting my first fight until college, bro. Till freshman year in college. And every year after that, I got into a fight. Like,
you always say your life started at college, bro.
What
were you doing with yourself before that?
Just going to class, getting A's, bro. That's
this
it.
Nigga always say some shit. My shit started in college.
She was
That's when it all changed.
She was Amanda up until college.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Everybody got bleeped. I don't know if you want your real name out.
I really don't, but it's all good. I don't care.
My bad.
Nah, it's all good. But no lie, I didn't come up with the name Ace to my senior year in college. I had just went to my first Pride that summer. No.
In high school?
I mean, in high school.
Okay,
That's what I
okay,
meant.
okay.
In high school. My grandma had just died, and I had just went to my first Pride. Before that. So that's when Ace was born. That's when Ace started being Ace. And then college, it was like, it's a
Hella
wrap, bro.
accurate with my guesses.
Nobody got to know my real name. Shit, fuck it.
So before we get away from the topic, I'm interested to hear what you thinking over there, Greasio.
I mean, so it sounds like they give a more extroverted perspective.
Nigga, that's why I wanted to go to you. Like, I know my introverted nigga gonna be like, I ain't with that.
Perspective, and one of my AKAs is a cerebral assassin.
Let's go.
But a lot of times I assassinate myself, right? So for me, everything is internal. My energy and all that stuff is internal. So I usually have to, if I'm feeling sad or down about something, I'm a normal person. I go through it for a day or two. But at some point, I got to question myself and my perspective on things. And so when I say I assassinate myself, I'll realize that I have a certain perspective on something. And then I got to say, is my perspective necessarily right for this occasion? Or is it something that I can change? So I'm trying to think of the last time I was really like just sad or down. Because now I'm at a point where like I can change my values and my way I see a situation and see it from other sides to where like I'll be sad because I'll be like, damn, this is how I see it. But then I can get back to a decent place. I'll be like, but I can understand how I got here or how another person saw it. Mm-hmm. So I don't really sit with stuff as long as I used to. Like in my late teens, early 20s, if I'm in a dark place, I'm sitting in a dark room, but I'm not just sitting in a dark room just like in the bed. I'm sitting in a dark room analyzing. And then once I kind of come to a revelation, then that's when I come out the dark room. But that's an introvert thing because it's like everything starts internal. I don't get energy from other people. Yeah. I got to generate energy from within me to then go out into the world. So I need a dark room. I need that silence. I need to be to myself.
Yeah, man.
So I'm the exact opposite.
Yes, and that's why I had to act. I knew.
I was like, what?
I knew.
I gotta think about this.
Because I was like, I know it's not just me. But I'm like, yeah, you guys are more extroverted than I know me and Mario are.
Well, yeah,
I was like, I'm the exact opposite.
I mean, from my experiences, yeah, that's like I will normally drown my sorrows, I guess, in friendship, but it ain't possible right now, and so I'm being forced to face the introverted side of myself. Yeah, and it's not an uncomfortable place for me either.
I was gonna say too, like prior to being so much older and more mature and having real life shit that I'm dealing with, it was so much easier for that to be my go-to action. It's so much easier for me to say, all right, I'm sad. Let me call my friends up. We can go places. But now my friends got lives and shit. Now they, we stay in different states and we got kids and shit, animals and shit. So it's like, okay, now I got to find something, like he said, within myself to do.
I'm curious for the extroverts out there. Does drowning your sorrows in friends, does that work? Is that effective?
No, I don't do it to help me. I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it to help my problem. I
just do it to feel better.
Right. It's just yeah.
I never understood it either. That's why I said
no. Of course not. What the fuck? These are my problems. It's like I'm going out there to like drown my sorrows and my friends or whatever is going on. But that's
just be around different energy.
Because if I stick to my own energy, I will break down and I will assassinate my own brain. Like I will, like my character will eventually destroy myself. Mm-hmm. Like because I know myself best.
But it's like a phoenix. Like you sometimes gotta destroy.
Yeah, no, but no, like, that's what I'm coming to understand. Yeah. Like knowing that like lately as an adult, and I've been like going back and forth with my mom and my sister. Like they want me to go to New York. They know I'm going through something, but they don't know what. But they want me to go to New York, and that's like the Burnaby go-to move. Like, nah, I'm tired of that, and I'm not gonna go running to New York every time I go through something. I was just telling my sister, yeah, like I know I'm not alone, Maddie, but like I need to be able to handle shit like by myself because and like yeah, I mean I owe it to this Corona, I guess, like that to be forced to face a situation like this. Like growing up, I really didn't think I would be put in a situation where I feel, I guess I can't think of a better word, lonely. and I know I'm surrounded by people that who care and love for me. It's just it's hard for me to see a different perspective, but it's something that is being worked on. So
I have a follow-up question again for the extroverts out there.
Yes, sir.
If you recognize that what you're often doing is a temporary band-aid, then what do you think is the best thing to actually really address the thing that gets you down? Like, what do you think is the most effective for you?
I feel like it's not always a temporary band-aid. Sometimes it's a
means to an end.
I'm an energy vampire. I ain't gonna lie. That's something that I realized.
This phrase more and more. I told a girl this 10 years ago, and she's like, I never heard that. And more and more people hear it.
I realized that about myself. Like, I would love to have a friend come over just so I can have their energy so I can clean up my space.
I would love that too. Yeah.
I'm that way. I would love to have friends come over, and you can attest to that.
Extroverts are weird, bro.
Just so I can like cook a big ass meal and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I only need to eat for me, but I mean, I ain't gonna go this hard for myself. But if I know I'm cooking for my niggas, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them to be talking shit about my food. So, like, like I need that boost in order to make myself go that much harder.
I'm discovering a lot about myself right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, in that situation, yeah, like, I would find myself being a lot more productive if I just had, like, a friend that's just always there. Shit, like, it doesn't matter. Like, we don't even have to speak. It's just like, fuck it. We
just your energy there.
Right. And then, I guess to answer your question that you asked, like, because I don't see it as the answer to my problems, for me, I might also be either too much of an idiot to figure out what the answer to my problem is, besides the go-to phrase of time heals all, and I'm just killing time until I start feeling a little better and I can either move on or be a little stronger about what I'm feeling.
You know, the thing I think that makes that phrase so valuable and, giving time, the thing that time does is, I think, to Green's point or Griezo's point, gives you perspective. I think as time passes, you're less close to a situation and you can look at it with less emotion and, from other perspectives than the one that you had.
But the problem don't go away. You just learn to deal with it.
There
are times when the problem can be dealt with, but if it's a problem that's got you that down, sometimes it just don't go away, and you just learn to, like, you either got to move on.
I was gonna say, I might say that learning how to deal with it is solving the problem. That does make the problem not saying maybe not go away, but acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Manageable.
That time.
Right, like, cause like we were speaking earlier, it's like we all start at level 0 when we're born. We just gotta get better at dealing with what life actually been throwing at us the whole time. What we can understand, what we don't understand. When we were younger, we didn't understand the actual problems that we were experiencing, so they wasn't problems. Now that we understand them, they are problems, and we don't know how to deal with them.
Right.
I had problems
because I was too busy hanging out with my friends.
No, I had problems since 5. But
it
never changes the problem per se, but the part where it gets to me being down or depressed, that's an emotional side of it. It's how I'm interpreting and then internalizing what's going on outside of me. And at some point for me, I had to, like, realize for certain situations, like, yo, this is going on in my house or in front of me and I'm witnessing and I'm being affected emotionally, but it's not really a reflection of me, or it's not as, like, bad or as deep as I internalize it to be. And to a certain degree, people hate when they hear, like, oh, you're emotionally distanced or detached from something. But sometimes that's what you gotta be, because it's like me being attached to it, and it's at this point beyond my control too, especially things where you're just a participant or, like, even just a witness to some things that affect you emotionally. I didn't do it. I didn't cause it, but yet I'm traumatized by it. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes stuff like that you gotta get distance from. I'm not saying that's your situation, but, like, I've seen things that for some kids would be labeled as, like, yo, traumatic, and they'd be like, yo, you need to talk to a counselor or some shit. But I'd be like, nah, kind of was my own counselor. It was bad in the moment, but then I got perspective and distance, and it's not that big a deal. I don't know.
I would agree with Green, but I would say it sounds amazing logically and mentally.
Yeah, it's some introvert shit though.
Yeah, everybody.
It's difficult.
It's not everybody's different though, for real.
Everybody can apply that.
Because I know I got friends that's like extroverts like that, and my brothers, like how I said the last podcast, perspective. My brothers, we grew up in the same house. They didn't see everything I saw because I'm the oldest, but they process differently. So I realized that in growing up with them, like, oh shit, like.
I only heard the last episode, and I feel like I was there. Nah, but
so no, I get that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying.
I normally agree with a lot of what you say, but I'm sticking strong to the part where like I think being. I also hate when people say, you know, you're so emotionally detached and shit like that. Yeah. It's like no, like I feel like that's very necessary to. Be able to move on or solve the solution or whatever you're going through. That's very necessary for that part of whatever you're going through. But what I think I'm still going to go strong on is like being stuck on the actual problem is also necessary as part of a grieving process, because you won't be able to let go if you don't properly grieve about what you're going through.
Oh yeah, you got to process.
And so I think that's the part where people are hating on us when we don't like linger on that part. Like when someone tells you should probably see a therapist for that. Like, right. Like, I don't think I need to because you've already like been through that grieving process.
Exactly. And I hate that part.
It's a little bit quicker for you.
Process like, no, I did process it, not in the way that you wanted me to, or maybe not as long as you wanted me to. No, but I processed it in my own way and dealt with it. I don't need to do anything else.
I guess, and that's why I was asking about how extroverts process things and if y'all feel like that's effective, because I think. And it may be my introvert bias. I do think you have to like go head on into it. You really got to address how you feel, why it's making you feel that way, your perspective on it, if there's anything that you can do about it, what's in your control, what isn't, and you know, like accept what you can do and accept what you cannot. And I think, you know, just drowning it or just going out partying and, you know, trying to drink, smoke, you know, we all do drugs or
that part of it is
that isn't it. I feel like you got
it's not definitely, but I think the extroverted part of like trying to, I guess, quote unquote, grieve through something, is actually talking to another person as opposed to just dealing with it by yourself. I would think that would be more of like the actual go-to solution for an extrovert,
and even for an introvert, I think,
or at least a stepping stone.
I would say I need to think about it myself first, but I probably do need to communicate it to somebody.
And I think personally, I think that is a little reverse, but like we meet in the middle, right there. We meet in the middle right there. It's like you go and do that after you've dealt with it yourself. We probably go to the person first and then try to deal with it.
Exactly. I was gonna say, and it's not just like, oh, I'm going to just party and shoot the shit with my friends. Sometimes, like, I know when I first
in Sage.
When I first went to college, for instance, right, I ain't know shit about D9, Divine Nine Organizations, and just like I was extroverted as shit, but it took my friends understanding their understanding. It took me taking that into consideration to even have interest in that and to know more about it. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, a symbolic black experience, quote unquote, and I don't know shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But my friends who my same age, you know what I'm saying, they telling me about it from their perspective. And another thing that I do love about myself is that I never mind asking for help. So, like...
Right, me neither.
If I have an issue or something, I ain't too prideful to be like, yo, bro, I need some fucking help, bro. Can you help me with this? Can you help me understand
You know what's so funny about that? You two are two of probably the top 3 or 5 people that I know that, like, really take pride in being of service. Like, you really, like, if you see a problem, you're like, I think I can figure out a solution to that, and, like, you really will, like, try. You'll, like, insert yourself into a situation and, like, and from knowing y'all, it's like, you really just want to help. You really just want to help. And I think that's also weird. But, y'all my niggas, so, you know, I let all my niggas be themselves.
I think it might be our way of finding a form of validation.
Yeah, I agree.
I am smart. I am kind. I am somebody. Affirmations.
It also might be stemming from a fear of not being useful, to not being anything to anyone in life.
Oh, shit.
A fear in general, bro.
Yeah.
I literally was just talking to my therapist about this. I fear.
Care to share?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Give it up.
I have a fear of not being successful, not finishing things, not completing shit, and I fucked myself up in the end because I attached myself to motherfuckers thinking that, oh man, this person is so strong. They so whatever pedestal I put them on in my mind, right? Oh, we gonna be able to knock this out. But they don't have to care about the shit as much as I care about it, which 9 times out of 10 often ends up being the case. They don't see this as something that is purposeful to them. They see the benefit of it, or they see its usefulness in the community, or whatever the case may be, but not enough to make them work as hard as I'm willing to work for it. You know what I mean? So I have a bad habit of attaching myself to motherfuckers and losing my vision trying to accommodate them and fit them into it.
All right, y'all niggas pod. I mean, I was gonna say we really got some topics we can get to, but I mean, shit. I mean, where do we go from here? I mean, I agree. I mean, I have a question though. Another cancer friend of mine was reading some horoscope shit, and she said that cancers have a tendency to be emotionally manipulative. Do you ever feel like you could be that way unintentionally?
Yeah.
And can I give you an example? Because this is what I think my cancer friend deals with. Similar to you, she's the type of person, she'll go above and beyond for somebody. She just wants to be of service. She just wants to help people. That gets her off. That's her thing. She takes pride in that.
Yep.
And so when people can't, won't, or don't care to be of service and as helpful and, like that for you, maybe you have a tendency of making them know, like, I would do that for you, no problem.
Right.
Why won't you? The fact that you won't do that for me is...
And then I take it personal.
And
I
maybe you
internalize that, and I say that this is the value of our relationship. This defines it now, because now I have to... It's not only because I'm trying to purposely or unpurposely manipulate them, but it's because I have to readjust how much I'm willing to give. Motherfuckers love... If you a giver, motherfuckers gonna keep taking till you stop giving.
Do y'all believe that givers need to be with givers?
Yes.
I do. As a taker, I don't want to be with a giver.
Right.
Because y'all make me feel bad.
She a Cancer, I'm a Pisces. Like, those water signs, they naturally givers. So
Hey, I think I'm a weird... I don't know how to describe it, but our old job changed me, yo. When they were... we were in the university of the job. They did.
They really called it that.
Yeah.
That's why I laugh.
And so they was trying to teach us like I guess customer service skills, whatever. And it opened my eyes to like their like 100-0 rule, and like I really fuck with that rule.
What was that rule again?
I love that rule. Is most people see a relationship being like a 50-50, or I do 50, you do 50, or 100-100. We both in this together all the way type shit, whatever. But and that ratio that they're discussing is the expectations of one another, and of what you're doing. But the 100-0 thing that they taught us at Cherokee was that work at 100 and expect 0, and just move along with that. And ever since then, it's been really easy for me to be more of service to people without feeling any way if they don't do something like that for me. It's elevated my own, like, I guess, like, spiritual life.
I can see the positivity, or I can see the benefit of that theory. However, I have to address the fairness of it. Like, why the fuck should I give 100% and not expect shit back?
Right. No, that's that. They were teaching us that in a customer service point of view, but in a more personal point of view, why would you do that for someone who's not worth it?
Right? Or why are you doing it? Like, unless you want something in return, like do it for the kindness of your heart. Like, and if you don't want to do it out of the kindness of your heart, don't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I would look at it. But that actually reminds me of the 4 agreements. I had to look them up. I mean, that sounds like always do your best and don't take anything personally kind of mix. Like, just do it, and whatever. If they do not reciprocate, don't take it personally. If they do, don't take it personally. Just do your best because you have the ability to give 100% and do it. Or don't. You know what I'm saying? Or don't.
And like,
I think I'm taking
you?
that into the mindset of relationships, though. It's just hard for me to see being in a relationship and you're giving 100% and not getting anything
and
back.
At that point, same question that I asked you prior. It's like, what are you still doing there? Like why is that still worth it to try to live that? Like, if you see the benefits of it, then you would probably try to live it. And you don't expect it from the other person, but you kind of hope that they're also doing the 100-0 thing, and you both end up doing 100-100. But don't expect 100 back, because then you're going to get disappointed.
I still, well, that kind of goes into the cliche. Ain't nobody going to love you like you.
Right, exactly. So
I'm learning that shit.
Yeah.
It's hard. A hard lesson to learn.
What does that mean?
What?
Never mind.
They know it's gonna love you like you.
I know what that means.
Right.
Why is that a lesson to be learned? Why is that a difficult lesson to learn?
Because a lot of people are out here, like, because your your world revolves around you. So when you out here loving everyone, you don't know how these people love. So you kind of expect them to love you the way that you love you. And if you don't, and if you're expecting them to love you the way you love you, you're gonna be let down.
Or you be expecting them to love you the way that you love them, and you still get let down because your love to them is kind of reflective, even if it may not be 100% reflective. Like, you don't take yourself on dates and shit like all the time. You know what I'm saying? You might treat yourself out to something to eat or something like that. But of course, if you seeing somebody, you probably taking them out on dates and shit, and you want that same energy reciprocated to you. But if you the only one taking them out on dates, you gonna feel like.
I hear you guys.
But that's the thing. That's learning the fact that people aren't gonna love you the same way is a part of growing up.
So with maturing. Your hesitation ahead, Nas, I'm taking that your life experience is different.
Yeah, I just always I always approach the world differently, man. And again, I think you guys are just givers. Maybe I'm a taker. Maybe I'm a narcissist. Maybe I'm just fucking selfish and self-centered. I never expected anybody but like my family to love me more than me. Like, I never expected the people that I love to, like, I never expected y'all to love me more than me. Like, it's always about me. You know what I mean? Like, it's always about me.
I
don't feel the love, I'm good.
I got a question that I want to know if it'll prove or disprove a theory that I'm thinking of right now. But I know you have. Have either of you two ever planned your own birthdays?
No.
No? Yeah? Okay.
What's the theory?
Were the birthdays that you've planned, did they make it to your top 3 birthdays?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yes.
Or top 1, top 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, my 30th, that was...
Who loves you more than you?
Oh, hey. I mean, I guess that's facts.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to my sister for my birthday. I was like, yo, I would love to be like treated like royalty on my birthday, but I don't want to tell people that. Like I would love for people to know exactly what the fuck I want for my birthday.
You better get like these girls out here.
Nah, but I'm just
exactly how to treat them on their birthday.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, but I'm not out here expecting that from people. So it's like I would either have to plan it myself or just deal with whatever people dish out, and like whatever. And you really gotta either at that point learn to appreciate what's being given, or just appreciate, just learn that that's a shitty birthday.
I was interested to hear your answer because you were shaking it, and it sounded like your expectations are different. And when I'm listening to this, I just hear like expectations, and I just have really low expectations of people,
right? Yeah,
just things. Because that's why you say like planning your birthday is like I never plan my birthday because I'm not really a birthday person. Like I don't really even care about my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So people tend to plan more for my birthday than I would.
You don't even care about the milestones though? See, I plan my milestones.
Yeah,
25, 30. Yeah, come on, bro.
Sweet 16, and then even graduations and shit.
It's your life, bro. You gotta celebrate it.
My birthday is special to me because
your life isn't superficial,
bro.
I'm weird.
I don't remember having any birthday parties before my 21st. Like between.
Here you go again. My life started at college.
No, bro. That's almost after college, bro.
Okay.
Right, that's your life started at college. It's
like,
still going.
Like I stopped having birthday parties and shit probably around like 12, 13. Of course they'll give me money, or I might get gifts here or there, or I might get taken out to eat. But that was as far as my birthdays went. Like we didn't go rent out or go to Six Flags or nothing major or nothing like that.
Might be an only child thing then, because my mom was happy to celebrate my birthday with me every year, because I guess I'm all she has.
Yeah, exactly.
What we doing, TZ?
21. I think.
Nah, shit.
That was the last thing I actually did that for my birthday, and I didn't even want to celebrate since.
I think I just got sick sitting next to you, man. Yo, I had to. My sister's birthday is the 5th, and I'm on the 8th of the same month. And, growing up, we had to share the birthday. We're 3 days apart, 3 whole days. You couldn't give me my own day. No. So that's why my shit is special to me. Hell no, not with my sister who growing up, we fought.
Forever, bro.
We fought.
Not if y'all think that's gonna be okay.
My cousin's birthday is the 19th, and since I've been living here, I've been trying to share my birthday all the time because I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, let's share our birthdays, man. But he be wanting his own birthday and shit. I'm like,
this shit almost 2 weeks before yours, though.
2 weeks ago, me and him 3 days apart. Like, bro, let's just share our birthdays. Why is it so bad?
Growing up, they forced it on me. So now me and my sister, we cool with it. We'll share our birthdays. So I'll fuck with it. Yeah. But overall, it was. Oh shit! I was like, whose hand is that? Whose hand is that? Nowadays I'll share my birthday with Maria. I love her. I'll have a second birthday, and I'll share my birthday with Andrea. What's up? Those are my 2 sisters.
Well, shout out to them. All right, guys, y'all ready to get on some of these topicals?
Let's do it.
I guess.
Real quick. I don't know how far we in. I forgot to look at when we actually started. So
I should say an hour, G.
I don't remember how long we actually talked before we started the pod, though. You know what I mean? I want to guess 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's approximately 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right, so apparently, the motherfucking government is out here catching the niggas that hacked us. Shout out to them.
USA.
Yeah. Get the USA chants off before we get into conspiracy theories.
That's the only USA chant we got, man.
Cause Hotep about to tell us that
it
was all a scheme.
You already know.
Let me read the headline that they gave us first.
Can I see that?
Fed recovers millions in ransomware payments from pipeline hackers. Federal authorities have recovered millions of dollars in cryptocurrency paid in ransom to foreign hackers whose attack last month led to the shutdown of a major pipeline that provides nearly half of the East Coast fuel, according to officials. So shout out to our government.
They lying.
Which part they lying about, Hotep?
How much they done recovered, bruh. 5 million is what they telling us about.
All right, nah. I read the details just to clarify. They paid 4.4. They only got back 2.3. They said most. They article was most because they got back more than half, but they ain't get back all.
Bro, y'all shut the country down over gas. You mean to tell me, bro, that's not real.
The only thing that doesn't make sense to me is the $5 million ransom.
They made more by
peanuts, bro.
Down,
right, that's peanuts. You know what you're doing.
Right.
When you shutting down the gas, come on, bro. You chose that for a reason. You could have got some shit off.
Now the fact that it is $5 million could very well be like, yo, I got the power to shut y'all down. I really don't care about like the money that you guys sent me. I'm just doing $5 million to get your attention.
Maybe they gave back 2.5.
Right, like
2.3.
Like they got like they don't even care that they like
about the money.
They doing this for their own personal fame.
They asked for 5 because they ain't want that heat on their ass. Because they thought 5 million,
maybe
that
ain't
too. Shit. You know, y'all give us 5 and leave us alone. But when they sent that 5, I said the U.S. government, these white people, man, they love using their power. They love using those resources in that girl. I said they better go get that fucking money. They better go get that fucking money back. Why people hate being held for ransom? They hate being sued and everything else. They gonna go get that fucking money. They better go get that fucking money.
Why is that just a white people thing though? Like
black people don't get sued. We don't got money to be paying niggas.
But if black people were in the same position,
hell yeah. Listen, as I get older, I get more Republican.
Okay.
When I was poor, I was Democrat as hell. Yo, where the food stamps at?
Okay, so
I just wasn't even in here earlier. That's my nigga right there.
Taxes are out of control.
I'm telling y'all, black Republican. I can't wait. Man, I just gotta get.
I'm telling y'all, we was there before, bro. we didn't we start the Republican Party?
Shit, bro, but the Republican Party was different then, son. It was different. It wasn't the same ones. I think the values changed over time. Like the Republicans back in the day used to have democratic values, what we would now consider democratic values.
I can see that.
So this cryptocurrency though, did you mention, Green, that cryptocurrency is supposed to not be trackable? Like
that's the advertisement of it. It's supposed to be untraceable. It's the currency of the black market, and that's why they demanded it in crypto specifically.
Ooh. That's spicy.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all lying because if y'all can't even track this shit, y'all only telling us what y'all want us to know.
And so that's why I say I think the hackers just gave back like half of it and said, "Hey, put this towards y'all infrastructure, bitch." Hold that. Do something productive with it. It wasn't about the money, anyways.
It's always Bitcoin, about the money.
This is what is this?
Until it's not.
These are honorable mentions.
This is just some shit.
All right. Well, I saw a video. Speaking of like cryptocurrency, this guy back in the day when Bitcoin just started, I guess, he bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. Guy called it in with his credit card. He probably paid like $40 for the 2 pizzas, and I think the 10,000. I think at the time that they made that video, it would have been worth like 80 million or something like that, around there. Like,
I'm sick for not getting on that shit early on.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I was Ubering, some dude, he was telling me, yeah, man, just get on that crypto. I'm like, I got you. Yeah.
I was in a college lecture hall. It was like 2010. White dude turned right to me, next to me. He's like, bro, you fuck with that Bitcoin? I said, what? Like, bro, you better get you some.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was pennies then. He looked right at me.
Right,
Bitcoin.
exactly.
The whole process. I said, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm just trying to get out of class right now.
Bro, my thing is, I'm not a fad person. I've always been like a late bloomer. Like, I catch on.
That's why your life started in college.
I catch on this shit hella late, bro. I be like, I'm gonna wait to see what happens first, and then I might, fall on the train a little bit. But I'm mad about that Bitcoin though, bro.
I didn't hear about that shit, I feel like, until super late. Like, everybody got a story of someone told him about it.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, no. I didn't hear about that shit till it was, like, on TV or
I'm more
something.
upset about the Doge. Because I was supposed to get the Doge back in December. But it was too much to go through at that time to get it back in December. They just started making it, like, widely available. But that's why the prices even skyrocketed. I should have put more effort into December. I should have put more effort in.
I still ain't got any crypto, dog. I'm fucking lacking out here. You know where Doge at right now?
I think I got a lack of FOMO.
It's been going down. That shit ain't gonna go like crazy. It's a fad thing, like Ace said. But Shit, it was worth it when the shit was less than a penny back in December.
It may not go crazy to like Bitcoin status and get to 1,000 or even 100, but if it gets to like $10, nigga, and you bought it at 50 cents, you know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Yeah, you gotta
win it.
You know, I don't want to be too technical, but you gotta look at like how many Dogecoins are out there and what that would literally mean for Dogecoin to be valued at $10 per coin. Like that shit would be like all the world's currency or some shit. Like it would be an astronomical number because there's billions of Dogecoins out there. There's a limited amount of Bitcoin out there, like capped at like 10 million. There can only ever be but so many Bitcoin. Dogecoin is unlimited and it's already in the billions of like Dogecoin circulating. So it can realistically only ever be but so high.
Well, thanks,
Sorry, crush it.
Right, nigga.
I'm just saying. If people listen, I don't want y'all to be uneducated now. I ain't trying to ruin your lives.
Goddamn Green Reaper.
I'm trying to save y'all some heartache and crush dreams.
All right, well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So more like $1, $2 maybe, but not no 10.
Well, in other sad news, our faithful president, Joe Biden, is trying to get vaccines administered in barbershops and beauty salons because he doesn't feel like the numbers are where they should be and enough people are taking them, particularly in the black community. There just isn't a trust with the vaccine, so...
Maybe he's just old enough to remember from when they used to do dental work on barbershop chairs.
I think you said that to me before. What's that about? When was this?
It's actual history. Like before, like barbers, they had two jobs. They had cut hair and do teeth. They used the same kind of chair.
You know the little signs that be on the side, the little red and yellow shit?
That is for dentists and barbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Why is that? I never noticed that. That is absolutely out. Yes, dog. I've seen it outside.
I've never noticed that outside of dentist's office.
I promise you. I got 3 in my mind right now. One on Peachtree, one on Cleveland, and one on Metropolitan.
That's funny.
All 3 of them got that dumb shit.
And I feel like I can...
Huh?
But that should be also outside like the candy store?
I don't know about candy. What's a candy store?
Maybe they have a medical history too.
Candy stores, but like 1950s candy stores.
Yeah, I definitely feel like at one point in time they was like giving out medicine.
Yeah, they were.
Beyond dentistry.
They were the ones administering like the friggin' syrups like with Coke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at y'all caping for Joe Biden. So you fucking Democrats. I can't
First off, I disagree with all of that shit.
You talking about, it's historical precedence for Joe Biden to be doing this shit.
No, that was Carlos.
It's way older than Joe Biden. I was just making a joke. And I'm not neither Democrat nor Republican. I don't know what I am.
I just feel like I can see the connection between that and that. However, I also feel like it's some bullshit because you targeting the black community.
I mean, that's the point.
I want y'all to make sure that this shit is going in them white people barbershops and salons too. Like, don't give us an extra job.
All right. Grizo, keep me honest. I feel
but
like
earlier,
don't give us no extra job with no extra money.
You was excited when TZ said, yeah, they only gave black people Juneteenth off.
Nigga, cause we deserve that shit. Of course. I'm on this side, nigga, so shit.
Yeah, but I think white people probably have been taking it. Maybe not majority of them, but probably at a more percentage than black people. I think he's worried that black people aren't taking it, and this is his like Hail Mary. This is where you got to meet us where we are. And niggas think,
Speaking of meeting niggas where they at, that jabs for joint shit, utter bullshit. Utter bullshit.
That's some crackhead shit. That's not that is not pothead worthy. A pothead will not get jabbed for a joint, man. That's some crackhead shit.
First
Fuck
off,
that.
my nigga, one joint, my nigga, you gonna need to throw an ounce at least, cause my
and if it's 2 shots, do you get 2 joints?
Right, but besides that, my nigga, y'all got so many of us in motherfucking jail for weed, but now y'all want to hand out joints and
Talk
shit.
to them, hotel. Talk to these niggas.
I'm just saying, is y'all gonna free niggas retroactively?
That is very, 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 very ironic. Like I always hear that comparison about like, damn, they need to let niggas free because they giving out weed now, but literally giving out weed for vaccinations, bro. And this nigga's like in jail for that. Nah, that's bizarre. That's bizarre, bro.
Bullshit.
That's very bizarre.
I think the first state that started that might have been, or not state, place that started that was Washington D.C.
Another place used to do, I think Texas used to do weed for guns. Am I making that up? I might have seen that in the TV show. But somebody used to.
Texas ain't
You buy guns and they give you weed?
No weed for no guns.
You can't get weed in Texas?
Huh?
You can't get weed in Texas?
I doubt it. I ain't gonna say no, but they Republican as hell.
No. I might have seen it in the TV show. Make some shit up. My bad.
It's facts. You said it on the show.
It all blend together sometimes.
It's possible.
Hey, so also in vaccine news, young segue son, the NFL is considering forcing players to get vaccinated in order to participate in the season.
Bullshit.
They said Jobs already doing that shit now. A hospital in I think it was like Houston Methodist.
Right, and
that's
just their job
they
too.
Get the vaccination, and then if they don't get it by like June 21st or some shit, they all getting fired.
So, before I give my opinion, is that constitutional? Can they do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that a violation of some kind of right?
I feel like it is.
I feel like it is too. I'm not a constitutional lawyer or anything, but
I'm not sure if
we got a right to something.
I'm not sure, like. I'm not sure it's directly violating because they can still, I guess, leave the organization. Yeah. Like, they don't have to play.
That was my argument for the NFL, but to make, like, regular businesses and corporations as well do
That's
that
what they're
to regular
doing. That's
employees.
what they're doing, though. Green just said that, yeah.
My only
That's
thing
crazy.
is, I think that it's preposterous that force is coming out of anybody's mouth regarding the vaccine when y'all had the shit less than a fucking year, bro. We don't know how this shit is going to respond in a year from now, in 2 years from now, and 5 years from now.
And that was the employees' argument, too. They're suing their employers for that. So they actually protested first. Then after they stopped protesting, they got suspended. And then if they don't get vaccinated during their suspension, they're going to get fired. But they started as a protest to say, like, you're asking us to be human guinea pigs.
Right. And that's crazy. I don't care how much money y'all got at stake. I ain't seeing this motherfucking money, but y'all gonna force a motherfucking vaccine on me, and that's gonna determine whether or not I can provide for myself.
Because it's not FDA approved.
That part.
It's not even FDA approved.
You know, I really did want to argue with you, Ace, but I think I might have to agree because the NFL, like any other corporation or organization, shouldn't be able to force their players to do that. If a player, person, citizen just feels unsafe, and like I don't think this is unfound hesitation. Like niggas got a reason to be apprehensive.
Plenty of reasons.
Yeah, I think it's, if not unconstitutional or moral, something.
Unethical.
Yeah, something like it's just not right.
What some companies are doing, they're recommending that their current employees have it, recommendation, but if you're a new hire, they're requiring you to have it. So then there's that part too. Block a lot of
I mean, that's shady as well, but I get it. I'm sorry I'm a capitalistic sympathizer, but
no.
That makes sense to me, bro. Like,
but
yo, we gotta do something about this. We owe a responsibility to our employers to be safe. They feel like that's the safest thing to do. If you ain't with it, yo, I'm sorry. You gotta find a different organization to work for.
It's not.
You got that right.
Proving that that's the safest thing for us to do.
Hey man,
it's not proving. Y'all ain't had enough time to
with
prove
the vaccine,
it, bro.
You can still get COVID. You can still pass COVID. Their reason for you getting the vaccine is that you're less likely to be hospitalized for having COVID. You can still give it to a motherfucker.
But if you give it to it, but if you give it to a nigga on the job and then they come back suing the job and because they
you can't sue the job.
You can't sue the job. You
Why
should
not?
decide not to get the vaccine.
No, it's not even that. They got signs posted on businesses that said if you step foot in here, you basically take on the risk and you cannot legally sue us if you catch COVID here.
They passing legislation for that shit. They ain't letting that shit happen.
Man, just because they got a sign don't mean a lawyer won't be able to sue.
Bro, I think they literally passed bills and laws since COVID to protect businesses. Swear to God.
Green said it.
Green said it.
Green said it, bro. This nigga said it, so it's absolute fact, okay?
The voice has spoken.
If the podcast fact checker standing. right, well.
But yeah, you gotta assume the risk when you go in the business. So at that point in time, it's still basically like it's saying that the video ended.
What?
It's still basically like, one, you forcing me to do something that may or may not be safe. Two, if I still catch this shit after I done got the shit, I can't sue you, so it's no rectification. Three, nigga, it ain't been out that long. So I could possibly die from this shit because you gotta have this shit for what reason?
But you're not gonna die. That's the whole point of the vaccine.
Niggas have been dying from vaccine. I got a cousin who took the vaccine and died 3 days later, cuz.
What? I'm holding out
On
for my
God.
second shot right
serious?
now.
On God.
I want to make a joke because I don't believe you serious, but I
On
don't want to make
God.
a joke on your family. You dead ass?
I said this new news. Like, how long ago did this happen?
How long you been sitting on this information?
A while. I mean, we wasn't like close or anything like that. It's not like it's a immediate cousin.
The fact that you even know a person, period, is concerning. Like, I don't even care what the relationship is. How long have you known this though?
My whole life, they family.
No, how long?
Like that they
have
died.
You known this information?
Oh,
though?
this was probably
The county coroner confirmed.
early March.
Damn.
No,
I didn't even get my shot.
April or May. April or
first
May.
one, April. I'm holding out on the second one.
Got the vax and then died 3 days later.
Damn.
Vax related death. You ain't got to tell us. You can tell us all.
Nah,
I don't know.
I want to
She
know.
didn't have no other issues though, as far as I know. That's what
people been
everybody
having all
was
types of
saying.
shit. People been having heart inflammation and shit. That's why this whole
Blood clots and shit. You have more. I don't even want to say more proof, but you have so many reasons to believe that this shit is unsafe. Just let us take our time with this shit till y'all fix all the motherfucking kinks. Let the niggas who want the shit take the shit. But don't try to force that shit on nobody. And don't make that forcing be a part of whether or not they can economically provide for themselves.
Okay. So
I got one more hotel statement.
Oh God.
One more hotel statement, because this the realest thing Umar Johnson ever said, bro. And I'm going to give him credit. This nigga said, lack of education and lack of economic stability is the mother and father of violence, bro. It's the mother and violence of violence. If I don't have any education and I can't provide for myself, I see you with some nice shit, I'm taking your shit. If I see you with some shit I want, I'm taking that shit.
You threw me off with the Umar shit. I can't remember your previous point now.
Damn.
And I had a rebuttal.
Damn. My bad. About being forced on the vaccine being forced on us.
I get it. I guess this is one of those things where people are divided in their opinion on it. And usually I would say lean to the side that provides more freedom. But if that freedom is literally making the other side feel unsafe, and I mean by the people not getting vaccinated. Like, we are allowing people to not get vaccinated, and that makes the vaccinated people feel unsafe. It's actually interesting because the vaccinated people shouldn't care.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't give a fuck.
You shouldn't be worried, honestly. Well,
that's all I'm saying.
That dismantles that argument. What are you
I
worried
was literally about to say
what
that.
are the vaccinated people worried about?
You still can catch COVID. You technically shouldn't be hospitalized. Not saying that it's impossible for you to be hospitalized, but you at least gonna be sick, motherfucker. So you have to stay home.
My nigga,
and be
get rid of
sick.
COVID.
Are you more likely to get COVID from a person who isn't vaccinated?
Yes, because they technically should be spewing out more of a viral amount, a viral load to get you more likely to be infected. But even if you get it, you should only have to stay home. You shouldn't have to go to the hospital as the compromise. I don't know.
That's not a fair enough compromise, bro. I can still literally get this shit.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get Anthony Fauci on the pod. Asking questions. Is he still the COVID expert? I don't be listening to him for real.
I don't listen to him either, but he still pops up every once in a while. They've been trying to ignore that nigga because he make it seem like we still in the middle of the fucking apocalypse.
Nah, man, I like that dude, to be honest. Like, again, I haven't listened to him, so he might be like saying some wild shit.
I don't like that nigga. He's like, Memorial Day, don't go out. Still relax. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
I always thought he was like advocating just, regular, normal, don't overdo it, but just be safe type shit. Like,
yeah, but like, don't celebrate right now. Be safe. The summer is gonna ramp up. Be cautious all summer. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
I mean, but that do sound like facts. It's probably is gonna ramp up this summer because we all want to get the fuck outside. Shit your parents
tell you, but do you listen to everything your parents tell you? No, fuck that shit.
That don't mean it's not right. I just mean
right,
I choose to listen.
We ain't trying to hear that shit. The summer back. We ain't missing 2 summers, motherfucker.
Basically,
does vaccine work or not?
I've mentioned this before.
Basically,
but I expected to miss at least 2 summers.
Basically, this summer, we outside.
Yo. Yo.
We outside with it.
Oh my god.
I just went to Hilton Head. Ain't nobody had no fucking mask on there. I ain't seen not goddamn one mask in that motherfucker. Yo.
Niggas out here definitely unmasked these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely becoming more and more regular. I be wondering, is this just an Atlanta thing, or is this how the country is becoming?
Nah, cause whenever I talk to people back in New York, they still talk about it. Like, it's a little bit more serious there still. Like masks.
Yeah, New York been different. When I just went for Mother's Day, it was like going back a couple months in time. Like, nah, fuck that shit. But
I don't think Florida is taking it seriously.
Yeah,
they haven't taken it seriously since it was at the peak.
Sorry. I shouldn't even. Florida is a terrible example. My bad. But that's just where I've been recently, where it's like, oh yeah, them niggas was walking around unmasked as well.
Now I hear Cali is taking it pretty serious.
They seem like they would.
Mm-hmm. They still have like mask things in place and shelter in places in some areas.
So it sounds like all the blue states, all the red states, don't give a fuck. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, don't give a fuck.
I think we're giving vaccine talk way too much. No. Like, too many episodes, man.
I mean, what the fuck? Do you know what times we living in, Los? Like, what is more pervasive than the fucking pandemic right now?
I'm pretty pervasive.
I just went to Target.
I just feel like this. Niggas eat ass.
You speak facts. So what the fuck is COVID?
Basically.
I heard a new name for the pandemic recently.
What was it?
Pandemic Lovato. I thought that was a good one.
Wow.
All right. Does anybody have not quick hits. It's not called that anymore. Honorable mentions.
I got an amped up that I always I never amp it up.
Oh shit.
And I'm not trying to amp it up, but if I amp it up this time, I'm...
Fuck it.
Carlos just got amped up!
Astrology signs, bro.
Oh shit.
Hey, he's about to take it personal.
Yes.
I am.
I'm somebody who believes that there's truth in everything.
What's your sign first?
That's why this is why I'm amped up. God. Why does that matter? Oh, why does that matter? I'll give it to you, Sagittarius, whatever. But, and so to get on with the point that I was trying to make, I'm someone who believes that there's truth in pretty much everything. Like, there's no reason why something is there and there's no truth to it. Mm-hmm. If it may not be 100% truthful, but there's something there. And I've been this way since at least a decade. I want to say that I've been trying to give astrology some sort of chance my entire life. I can't. It's so difficult. And so, like, what I compare it similarly to, and I'm trying to give it. I'm trying to jerk it a little. Like, I'm comparing it similarly to, like, when you approach someone that you may or may not that you want to probably fuck or date, you're approaching them not based off of their personality. You don't know them. So you have to approach them with something. You approach them because of something, and it's because of their looks, obviously. Something about their looks made you want to approach them. So you gotta base something off of something. You can't just. It's difficult for a human being to react off of nothing.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Is stereotyping bad?
No.
Okay.
I don't think stereotyping is bad.
Because that's what I would say horoscopes are.
Yes, that yeah, no, and so that's I'm trying to jerk it. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to like give it its props. It's like, so like some people need the horoscope to be able to, like, okay, I categorize that person as that, and I will treat them as such. And that part is like, okay, from that point of view, I see why you need that. But from my point of view, that is wholeheartedly unfair. Yo, I hate that you are already judging me based off of that. And like, that's something that can be avoided. Looks, you can't really avoid that. You were born with that. Like, you can change your looks a little bit, but people can still have to go and judge you based off of the look that you yourself are presenting.
You are really amped up.
Not what they are perceiving.
You are really amped up.
All I'm gonna say.
Wait.
Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question. Do you know much about Sagittarius?
I don't know much about any of them.
Okay. I was just gonna ask if
I
think it's true.
I want to say, like, yo, you could read me literally anybody's horoscope, not tell me which horoscope it is. I'll probably be like, yeah, whatever, Sagittarius. Yeah, whatever, that's a Scorpio. I'll do the same thing to anybody and tell them it's their sign. They're most likely gonna say, yeah, that makes sense. And it has no. And last week it was totally opposite.
Like,
get him, Ace. Get him, Ace. Get him, Ace.
I just got one word. My bad, TZ. I just got one word. Geminis.
All right.
Geminis. Bro. Every fucking Gemini, something wrong
I
with
am
their
two-faced. I have two different personalities too.
Come on, Ace. I thought you were about to get him.
I am super.
That's it.
I am.
Bro,
I
you
am.
know what a
I am
fucking
super.
Gemini
I am
is?
super caring, just like you. I have my moments when I'm introverted, just
Now,
like
I'ma
these
say,
fuckers.
I don't know too much about Sag. I don't know a lot of y'all. What month is that?
December. Late November, early
That's why I'm
December.
surprised to hear he is Sagittarius, because they're supposed to be fire signs. Like, I've only ever really dated Aries and Sagittarius in my adult life. All Aries and Sagittarius. It's always a fire sign, because I'm a Pisces, a water sign. I only really like people that are the opposite of me. I don't like people that's like me, and they always tend to be fire signs. That's just me though.
You're just proving me. Proving me.
I mean, I didn't find that out until afterwards.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
I get to know, I'm like, nah, you're not calm, you're not cool, you're not a Pisces, you're not a Cancer. What are you? And then they're like, oh, Aries. Most of them, like my girlfriend now, she Aries.
And then at that point, most people who follow horoscopes say, "Oh, that makes sense."
A lot of shit be making sense, bro. Especially about them damn Geminis. Everybody has a story about a Gemini. Every person I know, bro. Almost every person under the sun feels the same way about Geminis.
I got a story about every single one of my friends.
What's your moon sign?
I don't know.
You definitely don't know that.
I feel like mine is Leo.
I want to say Libra. I feel like someone looked it up for me before, and it's somewhere like a Libra or something.
Because you're super calm. You don't strike me as a Sagittarius. You don't strike me as like a fire sign person.
I don't know.
I shouldn't strike no one as nothing, is what I'm saying.
I don't know that well. Y'all probably
He be
know
off on
more
the
intimately
deep
than me.
end sometimes. Like, he do just like, that's Carlos, man. A whole different person.
I'm
bro.
a whole person. That's why I was telling these other fuckers, like, yo, there's a whole third zodiac sign y'all ignoring, and that's an Ophiuchus with a 13. And
That's an octopus, right?
it's a man holding a snake.
Oh, okay.
When your birthday?
December 8th.
Damn, yeah, you in the middle too. I'm thinking like maybe he on the edge or something.
Right.
In the middle of that motherfucker. I don't know.
I don't know shit about Sagittarius either. I just know
It'll
they
be a
got
lot
a
of
bad
them,
rep
bro.
out here. People call them Sagittarius.
Yeah. Right, yo, and I think that like I started calming down about like astrology in general, but I've been surrounded by a lot more of it lately, especially these past few weeks, and that's probably why I got amped up about it. Cause like I was really fucked up in the head, and then shit, I'm out here being called a Sagittarius, super selfish. The fuck? You don't know me.
Took that shit personal.
All right.
I mean, it's only because, like, I mean, early in the pod, I was stating, I'm in a dark place right now, and like being called all these like negative things, like, and you don't even know me, you already like categorizing me, like, what the fuck? But like, that's why I try not to amp it up because I get really amped up about that.
I heard recently that Aquarius is the most masculine sign.
And another form of not proof.
Damn. I'm just telling you what the astrology is saying. Alright? That's what the stars told me.
I'm kidding. Nah, you pretty.
I'm about to say Teezy pretty damn masculine.
No, I'm just talking shit. Yeah, no. Teezy aligns himself way. I'm not saying that in a good way. I'm not saying it in a good way. Teezy aligns himself way too much into the masculinity. Like,
I would never go to a gay club with you guys.
I mean, I got my boundaries, okay? I love you, but we gotta stop somewhere. Alright, man. Anybody's got more honorable mentions?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna read this tweet.
Go ahead.
So we had a little discussion. Oh no, I'm not gonna read it because we already discussed it.
We talked about that already. Yeah.
So forget everything you just heard.
We did have an Ask the Cast earlier.
We talked about it.
We did have an Ask the Cast earlier.
Move on to Ask the Cast.
So I had one of our listeners. They sent us a request. They really wanted our opinion on a product that their wife gave them. I don't have my phone on me, so I'll just be paraphrasing what they asked us about. But apparently, dude is seen as a procrastinator or someone who just doesn't really have their shit together. Girl, she's still with him for some reason. I gotta talk to you about that. But overall, she gave him a calendar that shows him the amount of weeks he's lived and generally about how many he got left. And you just go in there and check off every week that you've lived. And it kind of keeps you in perspective, at least how it's advertised. It keeps you in perspective of your own life and how much time you have. He ain't with the bullshit, and he wanted our opinion.
Damn, I was trying to find the video. I thought you sent it to me.
No, I didn't. It's on my phone.
And so, what was the question?
Like, if that calendar was in your life and you were, and you were forced to use it, how would you feel about it? I guess I don't think that's the question that he was asking, but I think that's how I'm gonna take that because he just basically wanted our opinion on it.
I consider myself a procrastinator.
Same.
I
don't know how much that would help me.
I think it would work against the purpose that it has because it's so big and it's so much space on there, and I would see so many unfilled boxes. Now, once I got to like maybe my 50s or 60s, that's when I might be like, oh, okay, I need to string some things together before we, check out.
Go ahead.
That's all.
I was just going to say, bro, in my little yearly calendars, I'd be so mad because January through March, boom, get a new calendar, I'm on the shit. Skip a couple months, birthday month come around, back on it. But I don't do this shit consistent enough to be trying to do it over my whole life.
The fact that you do it a few months and then let it drop surprises me. Because, a habit forms after like about a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months.
But you only filling in, what, one bubble a month?
A week.
A week? Okay, but the second point that I was going to make is that are you filling these in when you feel like you truly done live for that week, or like what is the purpose of
mine ain't gonna be filled up.
Just to take time off because
it's to remind you that time is ever moving. Like, a week is always happening. Don't ever forget it.
And you didn't live life to the fullest.
You ain't got an infinite amount of weeks.
I get that, but at the same time, I don't want to be feeling like I'm looking at my death date and then it come before that shit.
So you ain't with the bullshit either, right?
Nah, I ain't with the shit, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
you don't think it would motivate you, or like what do you think it would like make you feel?
Nah, cause from the calendar that I had seen on that picture, it was just dots.
So you don't think it would have any effect on you? You just be going through the motions.
I think I would literally stop. I don't think I'll complete it. I'll be done forgot a couple weeks here or there.
Okay. You wouldn't try to like calculate it real quick, fill it in, like
I'd actually like to hear more from a person who did find it effective.
Yeah.
Because the people on the video, they seem to say like it reminded them to keep things going. But I wonder how long they could feel that way and how long they could be motivated by that. Especially if that's something you plan on doing the rest of your life.
Right.
Like, how long does that motivation last? And for some people, I don't know that type of person, but it really may be a kick in the pants. Like, every week that you got to check that off, like, oh, man, that's another week. I just was chilling. I ain't really do nothing. What do I got to show for it?
Now, if we brought the supernatural and, like, you could custom order that with, like, the amount of weeks you have left.
I definitely be doing it. nah, I'm completely off.
I definitely won't do it. Yeah, hell nah.
That's
I don't want to know how long I live.
Do you want to know how you die or when you die type shit? Nah, bro. Don't tell me when I die.
Don't tell me neither.
Hell nah.
And my thing is, y'all doing this off of life expectancy.
I plan on living longer than
right. Who's life
You feel
expectancy?
me?
White people.
Right. That's
Asians.
that point
Asians
that I
live
was
for
gonna
300
make.
years or something like that.
And motherfucking Pacific Islanders, I think they shit like 102. Like they ass be living a long ass time.
I'm living to
110. Black
110.
people in here, so what's the black life expectancy?
Huh?
It says 3 black people in here, so what's
Right.
the black life
Like
expectancy?
75, 76.
Everybody take a guess while I Google it.
Black life expectancy?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. All right. We're gonna go over on not male or female.
72.
You said 72.
Or it's either high 60s or low 70.
68.
I say 75.
Black.
Because women be living long as hell. So I'm gonna say 68. I think black men bring it down.
Yeah,
Are we gonna do the
I think these are
average?
high numbers. I'm gonna be honest. I think these are high numbers.
You think high numbers, 68 and 70s? What we saying, the high numbers?
I think 68 is more accurate. Like, but I think the high 70s is it might be high, too high.
What were the numbers?
I said
I
72.
said 68.
75.
Ooh, I'm just gonna read the whole thing. Today,
86.
Asian Americans live the longest.
Oh, whoa.
86.3.
Oh, you're reading all of them? Okay.
Followed by whites, 78.6.
Oh shit.
Native Americans, 77.4. And African Americans, 75 even.
I love it.
Where people live,
Boy,
combined with race and income, play a huge role in whether they may die young.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
I want to know who dies younger on average. Tribes in the wild or the hood?
I don't feel
Gotta
like we
be
have no
wild.
way of calculating that.
No, niggas in the wild don't get cancer, G.
Get the fuck out of here. They get rash. They get poison ivy and die.
Bro.
They don't get shot
Them
up.
niggas,
They medicine
them
ain't
niggas-
up to par
They don't
either.
get shot up for
they'll
set
probably
tripping.
get poison ivy or some shit, but they'll probably have another plant in the back somewhere that'll fix that shit right the fuck on up, bro.
Yeah, they don't get cancer, but they get other weird shit that you and I would never get, like stepping on a woodpecker fish
I
or
just
some
feel
shit.
like-
They're not vaccinated for other shit that we are.
And they ass be living a long motherfucking time not catching the shit.
You just said that we can't calculate it. How you know?
I'm just saying.
Or they got bit by a killer aardvark or something else weird.
Right.
Niggas be getting worms like
Teasy, let
Right,
him.
that's a disease, dog.
Teasy, let him know who the most dangerous animal out there in Africa.
The hippopotamus, and don't let they PR team tell you differently, dog.
Mm-mm.
Almost 3,000 deaths a year, nigga.
That's right.
The most dangerous.
How many hippos have you
land
come
mammal.
across?
I was gonna say white people.
I mean, in the history of the world, hippos probably ain't got them beat.
Nah.
Wars, but they be killing millions of people.
Shit. Yeah, wars, famine, mosquitoes.
Yeah, but yeah, watch out for them hippos. If you ever see a hippo, get the fuck away.
That's why they killing niggas though. You don't see them niggas. They be in the water, G.
You think mosquitoes
they-
are being
they are fast in
manufactured?
the water.
They be, you know what I'm saying?
You think they're being
flip the fucking
manufactured?
boat.
They run underwater. It's crazy. I watched Discovery Channel.
Wait, who?
Hippos run in the water.
Oh yeah.
They don't actually swim. They definitely just run. They be running fast as fuck.
Smack your ass.
And if they knock you over, they will kill you. Like they play for keeps.
That part.
What you say about mosquitoes?
I was.
They kill hella people too.
They kill hella people, but it's like my train of thought is very weird. So this is how I came across this one. I was just thinking mosquitoes kill people. That's a good way of controlling the population. Oh yeah, Lilo and Stitch, that one-eyed alien, he was hardcore on the mosquitoes, on them being as a population control for humans.
But we're on our way to eliminating them niggas. But go ahead.
Mosquitoes?
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, like, do you think that they're like being made by us, or like?
So in Florida, they just released 750 million, I believe, genetically engineered male mosquitoes. And what they supposed to, because only female mosquitoes bite. Male mosquitoes don't bite. So the male mosquitoes are supposed to mate and create female, or just new mosquitoes, period, male or female, that don't transmit diseases and that just die off before they even become full-grown mosquitoes. Like, they're supposed to die in the larva stage. Like, them niggas are literally trying to eliminate fucking mosquitoes.
So do mosquitoes actually
That's
serve a
not
purpose
good
in the
news.
ecosystem?
Yes.
Probably.
Zombie
Yes.
bugs.
Small-
Yes.
That's what we about to
Do you,
have.
do you see how fast
That's
our? Do you see how fast this population of the Earth is growing? Like, we was just at 6 billion a few years ago. We're well over 7 billion, and so imagine you get rid of one of the biggest population controls out there. That's going exponentially.
Is that the purpose of mosquitoes? Literally to kill us?
They pollinate shit. And I'm gonna say the scientific, they pollinate shit. Now they maintaining balance, but like Carlos said, is part of it. Killing motherfuckers is part of it.
That's not what they're there for. But
Pollinate.
Huh?
Yeah, do they pollinate for
I thought
sure?
they pollinate some shit.
Bees pollinate.
They do, but I thought mosquitoes pollinate
why?
some
I
shit
mean,
too.
yeah. Why wouldn't any
Yeah, let me see
bug
that
that?
shit.
What is pollination?
It's just bringing
They
the
spread the
the
flowers,
flower
Flower
seeds.
sperm.
sperm to the flowers.
I can see a mosquito doing that.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, they don't hang around too many flowers, so that they're not gonna do that all the time. That ain't their main thing. But I'm sure that is a side effect of being a mosquito.
Now I will kind of
Fuck
agree
mosquitoes.
that they should.
mosquitoes.
Their purpose is probably population control, and it may not necessarily be for us, because they definitely go around like a bunch of dead animals and shit. They populate around there, maggots and shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that it was
And
created for that.
eat
Like,
all of
like,
that.
I'm not saying they were created for that. I'm saying like they're. I mean, Green just has proved it, but I was just thinking, like, are they still are they being I guess raised in a farm somewhere or something, like
genetically modified.
genetic or something.
You got some facts over there, Green?
I mean, the only thing I learned on some nerd shit was that males, because females drink blood, so they bite, but the males consume nectar. So the males pollinate, but the females consume blood, and then their purpose is just to be eaten by
Disease-carrying
other
bitch.
fucking insects and animals.
Disease carrying.
Disease carrying bitches.
God
What he
damn.
said.
Basically.
I ain't even realized that. I'm like, yo, what the males do if they don't drink blood? What the fuck do they eat? Nectar. They pollinate.
I thought it was the other way. I thought it was like, well, you know, the big mosquitoes. I thought those were the females, and I thought those are the ones that don't bite. It's only the small ones, and I thought those were the males.
I don't know about the size thing, but bitches gotta eat.
All right. Anybody else got another Ask the Cash? I want to do one. I'll move on to positives. Actually, let's move on to positives because I just keep writing them down. I actually got a couple. First of all, positive of the week.
Positive of the week.
We are taking submissions for drops if you want to be a drop. Also, fuck with our fucking social media and shit, dog. We out here, Instagram, Another Millennial Podcast on all platforms, yada, yada, yada. Email us to anothermillennialpod@gmail.com. We out here. So, positive. Dave season 2 premieres next week.
Loki premiered tonight.
Loki, I actually just finished WandaVision and Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'm actually on
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier right now. I'm
Yeah.
on like the 3rd episode.
How you like it?
It's good. It's good so far.
Did you watch WandaVision?
Yeah,
Which one you like better so far?
probably WandaVision.
I didn't like WandaVision. I mean, I didn't dislike it, but I see what they was trying to do. It was creative, but I didn't.
It was
I didn't
slow
enjoy
in the
ride.
beginning.
Very,
Yeah.
very slow.
Yeah.
I definitely found myself like easily distracted watching Falcon and shit, but I had to keep looking up like, oh shit, what's happening now?
Yeah, that one's more action packed, so it's like a lot easier to just not pay attention.
So yeah, shout out to Disney Plus. And speaking of the streaming wars, HBO Max out here still playing for keeps, dog. Them niggas just got Harry Potter. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but I think
No,
that
it's a lot
I
of
really do want to
motherfuckers.
watch them fucking films. So I'm actually about
you
to
might
sit
be.
down.
You might end up being a Harry Potter fan.
I mean,
Yeah, how don't you fuck with Harry Potter? You ain't give it a chance, did you?
the movies that I saw, I liked. Like when they announced it, they said it was 8 films.
Yeah.
Nigga, I thought it was like 5. I've probably seen 3 or 4.
That blows my part too.
Yeah, it's a lot going on there. And the ones I liked, I mean, the ones I saw, I did like, but I am looking forward to watching all 8 of them. Because I want to watch them in order and really see the full story and see it all come together.
Yeah.
So, we're going to see.
Back in middle school, I used to get called Harry Potter a lot. I was quite a big nerd, and
you had a cape?
I wore the glasses, like and like I slicked my hair back. Man, they used to.
We're the same age because I didn't hear about Harry Potter until I was like 18, working at Target, and all the white people were buying.
I was.
Yeah, they were buying this book. And I'm like, what the fuck is this book? They're like, Harry Potter. You never heard of Harry Potter?
Nah, Harry Potter been out for
it's been a while.
He'd been out, but in my world, he did not exist until I was 18.
Let's see. I've been like privy to Harry Potter since at least 6th grade, 7th.
Yeah, I have.
Grizo lying, actually. I'm thinking about it. I actually got a memory of your mom, like, not saying, like, nah, we ain't watching that here. We ain't that type of family. She was the first person, or maybe the first person I met in person.
My knowledge of Harry Potter, which confirms my story.
Okay, because I'm like, I remember her saying we ain't with that shit, and that's when I learned, like, a lot of families did that, and she was, like, the first person
like
I seen.
My mom don't fuck with sorceries or demons, so that's a fact. I can see that.
A lot of black families wasn't with that shit, bro.
I was sheltered until 18, and then I found out, I'm like, oh, shit.
See?
What?
That's why my life didn't start to college. I was sheltered as fuck to 18.
Did you watch Harry Potter?
Nope.
You're still sheltered.
What did you do? What did you do for fun before 18?
Bruh.
You went skating? Did you go to Cascade? Did you do some of the like Atlanta fun shit? Hell no.
I bet you.
I don't even
Wait,
know what y'all
did.
did.
I bet you.
do
Wait,
shit
before
like
I want to
skate
throw.
time.
I want to throw out theories. Can we all throw theories before?
Go
you
ahead.
tell?
What you think I did before 18?
What type of person was? What type of person was Amanda?
I think. Here's my wild theory. You were super white centric. And you're very ashamed to the point where you blocked it out. Yes. And you cannot remember.
Negative.
Nah, I think Ace was living a life like ATL in Cascade. She had her little group of friends that used to go and do a line dance at Cascade. And y'all had competitions. Y'all wasn't that good, but y'all had fun.
No. Good guess, though.
What you got, Green? What you got?
I don't even know. I have no idea. I thought you liked this your whole life, so I have no idea.
No, I did shit like summer camps. You know?
I bet you went to like Christian Bible
Field
summer
trips.
camps.
You had a
You went
wider.
to Christian Bible summer camps?
At one point in time.
You had a wider pre-college than I did.
It was nothing was white about my shit, bro.
A summer camp that I've never been to. I've never been to a summer camp in my damn life.
Bro, I wasn't even around white people.
Until I was an adult. Until I was an adult.
I wasn't even around white people like that,
Wait,
bro.
you went to sleepaway camp as an adult?
It was a Christian. It was a Christian.
Like not as a counselor?
No. It was,
how adult?
I want to say at least 19.
Why?
It was for confirmation. I was getting confirmed into the
I
church.
went to one of those.
Yeah.
I had to be about 15.
Why? What was it? It was
There was a point in my life when I was super religious. I was super Catholic. Like,
how long ago was that?
I want to say.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I want to say high school. High school. High school was the end of it.
Oh yeah, I used to know Jesus.
I used to walk the righteous path.
Right.
Oh God.
On God.
Many moons ago.
Oh God, I used to be in the church like a motherfucker, bro. I was in the student ministry and everything like that, but I was like a leader in the student ministry. I lead the shit. I worked in the children's ministry.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in bookstore ministry, parking lot ministry, the little usher
What
team.
are these things?
All little organizations.
Parking lot ministry.
Basically directing the traffic in the church building.
Okay.
That was the real phases in life, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bruh, I was on church
We
heavy,
just
bro.
met, like, you don't really know.
Right,
Like,
I know, I see. Yeah.
you've had a whole life too, as we've all found out, that you gotta live in a
13
double
to
life
probably
out there.
16, 17, bro. Like, nothing but church, bro.
Yeah, yo, there was a point in time where, like, my sister used to smoke and I didn't. And my mindset was literally the same as my mom's. It's like, if I ever smoked weed, I will die. I will be possessed by the devil himself. Like that was literally
the devil's lettuce.
I remember getting in my sister's way. She's like tired of hearing us. Like I remember her face, and I could make that face right now if someone tried to talk to me that way.
Los organized the intervention for his sister only. Let go of the devil's lettuce, Maria. He had his hands on you. Please.
She was tired of hearing my mom, so it was like my mom sicked me on her, and then I was just like right blocking the doorway, like Maria, you gotta get it in your head, like it's just not good for you. Like
we love you, we're doing this for you.
3 years later, I tried my first joint.
You smoke more than her now?
She doesn't even smoke.
Look at that.
But one thing about them tables, boy.
Then he met Teezy and his whole life changed.
Them tables motherfucking turn.
I actually, before you, I only smoked like maybe 3 or 4 times. Actual counting.
Bro,
in my
let
life.
me tell y'all about this one time when I smoked weed in college. Well, it wasn't, was I in college? I feel like this was like my senior year in high school. And I was with this one nigga who I knew, who he had already graduated high school. But we was just hanging out. This was my first time ever smoking perp. And so he picked me up, and I'm like, damn, I'm high as hell. You know, I'm tripping, whatever like that. So he was like, man, I'm about to go ahead and take you home. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just stop by the stove first. We stop by the stove. I get a couple of Propel drinks or whatever like that. And I can remember clear as day, we riding down motherfucking flat shows. I'm about to turn into my complex, but I'm like, man, I gotta shake this high off. My ass lean out the car and just start pouring juice in my face. Just start pouring the juice in my face. Oh God, bro. Yikes. I'm like, I gotta shake this off. I gotta shake this off. That night, I kid you not, I had a 4-hour long conversation with my mom. 4 hours. Now, I had like 2, maybe 3 girlfriends at the time or whatever like that. I done called all of they asses at one point in time. I'm like, yo, this is my first time smoking weed and I'm high. And y'all, this weed made me stutter, bro. So I'm like, babe. If I talk like this forever, you still gonna love me? You still gonna love me?
What age was this?
This was college. Like 17, 18, bro. Right before college. It was right before college.
I'm glad I didn't know that. Whoa. Whoa.
Bro, I was tripping. But
could you imagine seeing this nigga pouring juice on her face?
Hanging out the car, bro. Like, I'm leaning out this bitch. Like,
honestly, I thought you was about to say you had, like, 4 hours later, you woke up with, like, ants crawling on your face or something.
Hell no.
Juice. Like, your face had to be sticky as shit.
But my very first time smoking weed, I was at Piedmont Park. And it was with some of my friends. Now, these friends, they were a little bit white. They was a little bit, like, goth. But it was some black kids. Ones. Yeah. I hung out with those type of people in college. Nothing wrong with them. They all cool. But, anyways, somebody offer us some or whatever like that, and I, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and pay for it, whatever like that. But all of a sudden, I just started feeling it, and I'm like, I think I seen a leprechaun walking around in the park, bro. And I done rolled down the hill just like, ooh, I wonder what it's like to roll down this hill. Broke my phone. Like, I used to be tweaking when I was high, bro. Tweaking.
That dude sound like some white high shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just rolling down hills, breaking your phone and shit.
Just random, like.
Thank you for that, Ace. That's a good positive of the week. When you was just white and free. All right, anybody else got a positive?
No.
All right, it's hot as fuck in this room, and this has been a long pod, and we ain't have shit to talk about. I don't know how it ended up this long. So, anyways, guys, stay black. Whoa, come on,
My bad.
I know you're ready to go. Stay black, stay strong. Remember, they can't bring you down unless they below you. Loyalty before royalty. The real respond. Pimps up, hoes down. You know where the fuck you want to be.
Peace.
Toodly-doodly.
Man, we was looking for that Toodles last week, man.
Alright, I heard.
Toodles.
I'm cool with it, but I am slightly salty that became my cat shit. Do you have?
It's warmer
extra
than it
drinks?
was earlier.
Yeah, we never took a break. That was our show, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.
Yeah, guy.
This nigga gonna walk in at midnight talking about damn y'all done. What you expect? I was on Prospect Car. Nigga, it's midnight. I had to look over like 5 minutes ago, like, oh shit, it's like. I ain't do none of that. I was looking at that earlier, like. I know that alcoholic for real. That point, like, you can drink it every day. You know? That bottle was also smaller than the one you usually get, so.
Nah, I only had the big bottle the one time because that was like a traveler's edition.
That's the size you usually get.
I had the one big bottle.
That's your shit then.
That's
If you
it.
had to signal somebody a cell phone with your hand, how would you do it? Signal? Like what you mean? Like just make a cell phone with your hand.
Wait. Because we were saying earlier young niggas do this, but I thought everybody just would have did this.
That's who we did.
That's like what old people do, like they become a receiver.
And he don't know what that is.
A receiver?
Motherfucker don't know what a payphone is. I said that don't mean the same thing to them. They don't know what a house phone is or a pager.
I don't even really know what the hell a pager did for y'all.
I know, you don't know what a pager is.
I mean, that is pretty stupid, but back in the day, that's all you had. So like,
Right.
just like, hey, I need to contact you, call me back.
Call me back. Waiting by the phone for that motherfucker to call you back. Nigga, oh man, I couldn't find the phone for hours.
Goddamn, Carlos didn't drop any F-bombs.
Wait, did we start the recording?
Damn it.
Oh.
Nah, I think parents do.
Diane be leaving voice notes, but she's sad to be something.
I think parents do that in general, bro. I be like, don't leave me no voicemail, cause I ain't finna check that shit. I'm just gonna erase the notification.
Yeah, I said I got this call, nigga. Call you back. How let you did?
Alright, just hang up and text me.
On the flip side of that, I've been the person like, if they don't answer, I don't want to hang up and go through and find your number again to tell you what I need to tell you, and then take the extra effort to text you. But if it's no problem, then you know what I'm saying, it's no problem.
Damn, the Suns beat the brakes off the Nuggets.
Slap them boys?
Again? Yes, beat them boys by 25.
Yo, everybody getting blown out in the playoffs. This is bad.
Because it's about to be the fucking Suns versus the Nets. Jeez, that's gonna suck. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a pocket full of sunshine. Whoa.